For those of you on YouTube, welcome back. We are continuing a live stream of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, where we are doing the last stream, and this is XCOM 2 for total noobs. But I don't think you can say that you're total noobs anymore. I think you guys are getting to be pretty knowledgeable. I'm teaching you everything I know, which isn't much, but you know, it's basically the blind leading the blind here. But you know, I've taught you about defense. I've taught you about armor. I've taught you about destructible and indestructible cover. I've taught you about PCs, sim adding, you know, different traits to your soldiers, and also the facilities, things like workshops and whatnot. So at this point, I think it's time. You're a newbie. You're a newbie noob. You're a newbie noob, not necessarily a total noob. Okay, I think I understood that. That's cool. Hey, Joe, I went to approve that. For whatever reason, it wasn't showing up. And it said, another moderator has handled this. And I was like, yay, Joe. Joe's quick on the draw. She's like, phew. Okay, so Brianna and Kalkin are out on a covert action. They're going to be gone for 11 days, so they're not going to be coming back with us. Matilda is wounded, but you can actually take a wounded spark out, and we probably will. So, let's head over here to... There we go. Firefight. This will give us a soldier. I don't need that, obviously, especially since we're ending, so I don't really need that. What I'm wondering if we should be waiting for are Gauss weapons before we do this black site. Because that's going to give us a really nice upgraded cannon and upgraded sniper rifle. So in the meantime, we were making contact with the Western US. So let's go ahead and do that, I guess.
Setting course for Sector 9.
I'm just thinking about how much it's going to cost us to get the upgraded sniper and rifle and cannon. But even if it does cost us, we don't have six. We'll be going to the black site in less than 6 days. We're going to be going in 3. So let's continue to pass time. So this is Grodd 85 Soldier Maisie. And I could throw another soldier in there, but I'm not really going to bother since we're going to be finishing up this campaign. I love this, that happens every time you meet contact a new area. Although I still think that this should have been Bradford coming off. Like, who's this guy number Z? Like, who's this dude? Should have been Bradford. Why is it Bradford? I have no idea why they made that choice. Vigilo Confido, Commander. The people of Western U.S. Woo! My hometown. Well, home region. Stand ready to help XCOM wherever we can. New income 70 supplies.
Located.
And we can now contact the New Arctic, which is why I had contacted the Western U.S. so that we could get to the New Arctic. But also...
Commander, the resistance forces we just contacted in this region have
I think we're going to meet the hunter
soon.
soon.
They have on the Chosen actively working in the area.
And just where do you think you're going? If it's a fight you're after, you better bring everything you've got.
You know what? I've killed your sister like 16 times? I'm coming after your butt right there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have Vivian go on it. Right there, brother. You gonna smack talk me? I smack talk you. Right now, Mr. Jessa is simply swollen with pride. That sounded wrong. His chest has swollen with pride. that his beloved missus gets on the internet and smack talks. He's down there going, twinkle, twinkle. Oh, I do love her. Commander, the Resistance has informed us that one of the Chosen, Jax Il Maldron, and that changes, those names change every time, has claimed control of nearby regions. If we go on missions in this area, there's a good chance they will try to defend their territory. Oh yeah? Bring it! Bring it! And like, what's up with that look you're sporting? You look ridiculous. You know what? Oil Volet, just a little bit every night does wonders. Anyway. I will tell you that I call the Chosen the Smack Talk triplets because I mean, they just bring it out in me, and I just give it as good as they get. As good as they give it to me, I give it back. So XCOM is if you like smack talking, this is your game. So, let's see here. Where were we? We have a soldier, the black market, supplies. So I'm going to go for supplies, I think. Could go for heal faster. You know, I might go with heal faster. Hello, Mothering! Welcome. That's so cute. Mothering says hi, and everybody's like, hi! They're so nice. Okay, so I'm going to actually go for heal faster, and this is something that came with War of the Chosen. You can build faster, gain intel, or heal faster, based on the different headquarters that and all you have to do is just sort of sit here. So we're going to do that to pass time, because I want to take our spark. Course. And I want him healed up as much as possible, because we haven't got his self-healing ability yet. He'll need to level up. She will need to level up. Matilda will need to level up a little more. So let's just heal. And a dark event is now complete. Stun Lancers have a chance to move after performing a melee attack. It's a pain. The Chosen's tactics are beginning to influence the Elder's other forces. Perhaps in the same way the Commander once did. All right. We will continue.
Another important step forward in our research.
Are you asking us if you're still alive, Mothering? Because I think you are. Or you're an extremely proficient dead person. Gauss weapons. All right. Mag cannon, Gauss rifle, 10 Modic rifle, Helix rail cannon. I forgot that this would give us an upgrade for our spark too. So, additional plating, increased durability and damage output. So that means we're going to need some supplies. Resistance radio is inspired. You know, what the heck? I'll just take it. It's just 3 days.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
But
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Let's head over to engineering.
I'll get started, Commander.
Because that gives us some new weapons. So 100 supplies. So we won't be able to get everything. So that means we should probably take a trip to the black market, because that way we'll be able to grab a few more supplies. Because I don't want to scan for these supplies here, because it'll give us another mission here in the meantime, and I want to go on the black site ASAP. So because I've been promising that.
Avenger plotting
and we're ready.
Course.
So let's go over here, because I believe that there's quite a lot that we can sell. Open. So it looks like they're looking for Illyrium cores. This hazmat vest, which we were never able to use for some reason, but they're very interested, so I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to sell these mech Rex. I'm going to basically sell as much as I can, because like I said, after this we'll be ending this campaign. Normally you wouldn't want to sell everything. This smoke grenade, we bought 2 of those, so I'll sell 1 of them. Purifier corpse. Stun Lancer corpses, sectoid corpses. Used for mine shield. We don't need a mine shield anymore. Really, I'll just keep 2 just in case. What the heck? Illyrium crystals, hazmat vest, 110. And then I'm going to go ahead and... wait, no. Actually, I'm not going to. Let's see. These are experimental ammo, experimental grenade, and spark. I want to make triple sure we don't need those before I sell them. And then I can buy... oh, I can buy supplies with intel? What the heck? Let's do that. It'll make sure... we'll make sure to be able to get things here. Advanced conditioning gives us HP. We already have that for a spark. Advanced focus gives will. And I've told you that will is a stat which makes it less likely for you to get negative traits, for you to panic, for you to be mind controlled. It's helpful for your frontline units that might be more who the sectoid would pick or who the mind control units would use as fodder, as it were. Let's go ahead and buy an autoloader while we're at it. The stock I'm going to buy as well. I'm buying these things to show you what they do. I would not recommend using all your intel in this way, the way I'm using it. Chosen assassin engineer. Don't really need that for anyone. You know, I keep looking at this, so you know what? I will buy it for somebody. Not sure who. Probably Mox, maybe, since he tends to be frontline. Okay, so that should give us enough cash to buy most of the upgrades in
New
engineering.
Orders, Commander?
For weapons, we definitely want to get that sharpshooter upgrade and that grenadier upgrade. And then we'll go for the spark upgrade, and that gives us enough money for the Reaper upgrade, so let's do that as well too. Let's also see over here in the Guerrilla Tactics School. I don't know. Nope. We still do not have a captain yet. So we will be unable to get a larger squad size in this particular series. So that should be it. So at this point, I think it's time to do the black site. What do you guys think? I think we should stop talking and do the dang black site.
Setting course for Sector 10, Eastern United States.
Commander, if we have to, we can send the spark units back into combat even when they're beat up.
We can do that, and Matilda is hurting a little bit, but she's going out anyway. Let's actually see how I want to do this, though, from top to bottom. So, Nerd Sister, you are now our top, I think you're going to be the one, let's see here. Actually, I'm going to have Elena, because we'll need a Reaper for this one. And then I'm going to have... Gosh, I really want to take Matilda out, but I might not be able to. We really need a sharpshooter on this one. But we might have to do it without. You know, and I'm just thinking about, I want to take out people. See, this is a hard mission, so I want to take out our best. Who is Malchik with? Malchik and Joe. Yeah. Let me rethink this. Yeah, I think we should really take out Nova. Nova's so helpful. Oh, that's funny, sister. And then, the only other specialist that we have, sharpshooter. Man, you know, we could really use Renee and Jackson. But they're on covert action. You know what I'm going to do? Oh my god! Wow. You guys, dinner just appeared. Look, it's tuna and a vegetable medley. Yellow potatoes and squash and green beans. Super healthy. Awesome. Thank you, Eden. Wow. Sneak attack of love. So I'm gonna be eating and a little bit because I've got to eat something while we're playing. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get a terrible headache and feel awful. He put a really good sauce on this. So I think what we're gonna have to do, as much as I would like to, sorry about the chewing, I think we're gonna have to scan because I really need to have our sharpshooter back, and they come back in 8 days. So any mission that comes up, I'm just gonna skip it.
Avenger plotting new course.
And I'm gonna scan for a little bit while I'm chewing. Please forgive me.
We completed our research in remarkable time, Commander.
Oh, those were done very
Commander,
well.
with the Advent officer currently in cold storage, we should perform the autopsy as soon as possible.
Okay, so let's do. We could do the Advent officer autopsy. It'll trigger a cutscene, and why the heck not? We'll go ahead. I was trying to avoid showing you too much of the story to encourage you to play the game, and so you can see the whole story yourself, and so I don't spoil too much. But it'll trigger a cutscene, and we can just.
The Advent officers.
Not that cutscene. But after 3 days, we'll see a new cutscene. Okay, let's go ahead and keep scanning.
Commander, we can now construct radio relays in any region where we've made contact with the local resistance.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
So that means another Avatar pip has come up. And also, yeah, so we're going to ignore this. It's going to cause us to lose a region, but I'm going to ignore it anyway. I know. We're going to skip it. So power coil is now shielded.
Maximum power consumption reached.
And all I'm doing is waiting for those guys to come back so we can head out in the black site. So now, let's see, shielded power coil. Let's go ahead and build a facility here.
Maximum power
or
consumption
not.
Reached.
So we don't have the supplies. Let me go get some supplies from the black market. Actually, you know what? Supplies are about to come in 7 hours. There you go.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes. What we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. its diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness.
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live admin officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
New objective added.
Oops, I muted. Sorry about that. Quality stream here. I muted to keep my chewing sounds, and then I forgot to unmute. Anyway, so I was just saying I'm going to put my dinner over here, because if I put it over there, they would, the cats would eat it in a heartbeat. And when they were babies, I left some chocolate donuts out, little ones, like a little package of like Hostess donuts. I left the room. They couldn't have been more than 6 weeks old. I left the room. I came back decimated. And not only that, the package was completely decimated, crumbs everywhere, but they were back in the exact same spot that I had left them with not a crumb on them. That's when I knew I had adopted 2 little devils. Okay, so we now have a new facility.
On all our operations, Commander. Our people are standing by for your orders.
The Advent captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Okay, a cup of tea. And I was also scared to death because I know that chocolate is no good for animals, so I thought they were ill. So I waited for any signs of imminent death, and they slept through the night, big fat bellies full of chocolate donuts. They were fine. But I, like, kept poking them, making sure they were okay. They were so small. They were so cute. If you are part of Discord, I have already, I think, put a picture of me with them when they were babies in the mascot, show your mascot area.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this skulljack that Tygan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
So I ate just enough to take the edge off, you know, and then I can eat the rest later. But we now have a lot more to research here. And let's, now, I was just going to say, let's see what these things do. Here's how, once again, you see what things do. Tech Tree is a mod. And one of these will give us Muton Autopsy. Will give us an advanced grenade launcher. So I'm going to go for that one. If we have one here. Oh, we haven't met the Muton yet. Never mind. I knew that. No, totally got it. Absolutely knew that. Stun Lancer, Mech. Oh, the Gremlin Mark II. Yep, so we're definitely going to go for that. Research.
These robotic...
All right, and...
Commander, resistance forces in this region are in hiding as a result of recent setbacks. If you wish to contact them again, you will have to wait until they are able to regroup.
So this is your punishment for skipping a mission, particularly retaliation missions. And it means we have to make contact and that it'll probably take us longer. So that all that I did just to make contact, we just lost. But I don't mind because we just want to get to the black site.
Resource located.
So I can show it to you. And if you were watching, this is what I was talking about, the art of XCOM. The slideshow during the break was showing this artwork and some others from that you'll see in these transmissions here. And I thought it would be really nice to show you some of the really, really beautiful art of XCOM. This crumbling sports arena was abandoned after years spent serving as a makeshift field hospital. The overgrown stadium is littered with crates and decaying equipment buried under the brush. Dr. Tigan was able to identify several items which retained their scientific value despite the conditions. Hello, Jackson! You're just in time because we're about to take your soldier out on a black site mission. So what am I waiting for here? Oh yeah, to get back. So we need to keep scanning for something. So let's scan for let's scan heal faster.
Avenger plotting new course.
And maybe we might be able to get our spark healed up completely too. Before we're just waiting for you to get back from your covert op. Oh good, Nova's back, has recovered. Wonderful.
I'm glad to see our joint effort
yes.
paid off like we hoped.
All right. So, and we have a promotion for Jack. I think that's, yeah, Jackson. I can't see behind the chat here. Wonderful. And we have 10 Elerium crystals and a new scientist. Awesome. This is perfect. This is just perfect. So I'm going to quickly assign something here. Ability points. We could recruit an engineer, but I'm going to go for ability points because we need them always. And I'm going to put in somebody that's kind of, oh, our Templar. We haven't had a chance to take our Templar out at all. That's too bad. Let's take out, who was I saying? Oh, Vivian's still wounded. Just trying to, this is going to give you a movement point, so I'm trying to just pick somebody who would need the movement points. Angelica's fine. Don't need to worry about soldier wounded on these two because they won't be going out for a while.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Okay, and so now that we are finally have our team back.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. precinct.
So the one that I'm sure on is I want to take out Matilda and Mox. The other three, we really need to take our best people. Brianna, our sharpshooter, is essential on this one. And we also want to take out her bondmate so we can use those features. That leaves the next one up for grabs, and it's going to matter as to who I need. I need to have a specialist, period. I have to have specialists because I need the healing. I could also really use a grenadier, but Matilda's ability with her rocket launcher will kind of make up for a grenadier. And Joe, I see your request to go, but I'm focused on who I need to complete the mission because it's such a difficult mission. You know, I think it's gosh, I just can't figure out how to do this. I wish I had another soldier spot, then I could solve the problem. Do I need a specialist or do I need a grenadier? I think I need a specialist more. It's gonna be Sister. Sister, it's you. And the reason why I'm taking you, even though I can't take your bondmate, is because you have so many skills, including run and gun and medical protocol. Although, actually, come to think of it, I just thought of something. Okay, I got it. I've decided, okay, here's how we're going to play this. Matilda is going to go. Mox is going to stay home. Because as much as we love Mox, he's not a character that you guys have. And I really want you guys in here. So our Spark is going to be our lead on this one. Strange but true. Then we're going to take Brianna and Jackson and nope, that's wrong. Jackson and Renee. That will give us our 4 classes. Then we'll take our specialist and wait a minute. Back that up. I was going to take Sister, but Sister, who's here? Oh, an Angie lady. So, Sister, you had a chance to go. So, I'm going to take Joe and Malchik. There. Good. So, because I wanted to get people in who haven't had a chance to go, but still choose my best. But then it also occurred to me that I can also give us some more experience ability points, which I'm going to do right now. Because that way we can just get some abilities so I can show you some of the higher stuff. I don't recommend doing this for a normal playthrough. I just am doing it to show you and teach you how to play the game and how to use some of those higher abilities, since we're running out of time with the live stream. Okay, so let's go in and you've got all of your abilities here. I'm just making everybody super overpowered. You have a new rank. I'm going to do Death from Above for you. Awesome. That's important. I'm going to give you Lightning Hands. And I'll just go ahead and give you everything because otherwise we won't be able to see them. This I'll skip on because you won't use those. Okay, and then Renee, Bane of the Chosen. This is a good one, so we'll use this. And then I'll give you the Shadow Strike, and you can be our ranger on this trip. I mean, you are our ranger, but you can be our stealth unit. And then Joe. Joe, I'm going to give you Demolition. Death from Above, Untouchable. Ah. This one will be good. And Blast Padding to give you a little bit more cover here. And then Malchik. Ooh, Malchik, Run and Gun. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some adding of the mods. Bane of the Chicken. You guys amuse me. So I have went and bought some new mods in the black market. We just did that. So, and as you can see, her cannon has been upgraded. It upgrades automatically. This is what the old one looked like. Remember that? And this is the new one. Magnetic cannon. Mag weapons. So, so over here, the rifle, we need to get our advanced scope on that rifle. On the cannon, I'm trying to remember where I put that other. Let me unequip the barracks, that'll help. There we go. There we go. Superior magazine. And you'll notice that the gun mods upgrade with the weapon upgrade. So you don't have to worry about losing your gun mods if you upgrade to higher tier weapons. And then the rifle. Over here for magnetic rifle. Let me go and do it this way. I always click the wrong thing. We're going to add, we have 2 slots here. I'm going to either add a stock or an auto loader. Actually, you know what? Over here, because she goes through, I love that. Look at her weapon. It's so cute. So I'm going to give her the auto loader for free reloads. And once again, remember to name that. To let you know, remind you as to what she has. So we have advanced scope, and then there's one other thing that we had here. Should be on the shard gun or the rifle, and I think I'm going to put it on the rifle, the magnetic rifle. And, I always do that. And then I'm going to go over here. Available slot. The last thing we have is a stock. A stock allows missed shots to do damage. This is really important to use on grenadiers, for example, who have low aim. They're a great way to clean up enemies who just have 1 point. Like last time we had a mech that Mox took down to 1 damage, 1 hit point. So a specialist could have come in here and kind of cleaned that up. So that's a stock. Weapon name, stock. There we go. There's one last thing I'm going to do that's important to teach you to make things less confusing. Thus far, we have simply dressed our soldiers as per our whim and story. However, I'm going to recommend that you dress your soldiers in particular ways. And because we have all 4 classes represented here, this is a good opportunity to show it to you. When you're out on the field, you have the, if you're using mods, as I have shown you in my mod list, you'll see the soldiers over here on the side or wherever you put them. However, sometimes it really helps to have a visual. For me, being a very visual person, it helps to have a visual of that tells you quickly what type of soldier it is, whether it's a ranger, a sharpshooter, a specialist, or a grenadier. So for that, I'm going to recommend that you actually go in and color code your classes. So for me, typically what I've done is over here in customize, I tend to make sharpshooters blue. Not tend to, I do make sharpshooters blue. So go here in body and we'll change this to blue. Like that. Now she's got this up here, but it'll just give me a quick, you know, I could change out her top, for example, which I might do, just so she'll be all blue. Like that. That's good. And that is a quick way. It's a very easy way to be able to tell your soldiers apart. It just so happens that Renee is in Mrs. Bane of the Chicken here, is already in green. I tend to put my rangers in green. We also have a personal combat sim, which I need to put on somebody. I have to remember that. Joe is wearing armor that I don't know if it can be colored, but Joe, the Grenadiers, I tend to make red. Kind of like they blow things up, they make big booms, red. Yeah, she will, this armor won't allow her to be differently colored at all. So I'm going to change her armor out, as cool as it is. See if we can find something that's cool, but also will take on the red. And has a body to it. That's the problem with mods, is that you can't always get the look you want. The colors, it doesn't always take colors. That's a little odd. Let's see, does that have... Oh, a plaid. That's why there's plaid on this. Let's try... That's alright. That shows up. Let's see if that will show up on the other armor that looks so awesome. Because I'd really like to keep that armor if I could. It looked great. Nope. That hot, sexy pants armor. So I'm gonna have to skip having her be red. Let's see if maybe I can give her something else. Like a cape or something. that will show up. Oh, something like this. There's some red. There you go. So, the last class that I do, so to recap, snipers are always in blue, rangers are always in green, grenadiers are always in red, and specialists are always in a kind of tan color for me. And when you're playing, trust me, I would recommend doing this because it really makes a big difference when you're out on the field and you're just trying to quickly remember who's who. So there's another little tip that I recommend for you. Of course, our sparks are in whatever color I feel like putting her in. Z-snap. Matilda wears pink because she's Matilda. So I believe we've unequipped the barracks. Let's go in and put in our med kits. And then we'll put a smoke grenade on Renee. And a flashbang grenade. Oh, hey, there's my armor. I mean, my, vest. Finally showed up. Look, right there, hazmat vest. I've been waiting for that to show up forever. So let's put this on someone. This increases soldier health, provides immunity to fire, acid, and poison. So this actually could be very helpful, and I think we should probably put it on fire, acid, and poison. I think we should probably put it on Renee. She's the one who's most likely to be in danger of being hit. Which means that we won't be using a smoke grenade, but we can get on fine without one. I believe... Shard gun. Setting up your soldiers takes a lot of time. I will say that for sure. Okay, I think that's all of the mod upgrades we can do. We do have a PCS chip that we should put on someone. And I'm going to basically choose the person with the lowest health. 5-5 is Jackson. So Jackson, it's yours. It's going to give you 2 HP. Make you a little bit tougher. With that in mind, yeah, I can play you more as a gunslinger, someone up front. And then, as always, okay, Joe, just a moment. As always, I do actually change out the gun colors, but I was trying to move us along. So I'm going to go ahead and click squad set.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
So Joe is right. In general, I do change the colors of their weapons, and the quickest way to do that from here is to click on one of these little buttons here and change weapon color and just pick something that matches their class as well too. Shard gun is green. That's a little bright. Don't like the bright colors. There we go, finally. That's the one. And then over here, bright red gun. Anything that you can do to help you in figuring out who your soldiers are on the field without having to try and memorize. And when I play a campaign, I'll have a happy hour or two of just getting my soldiers all decorated out. The last color is called the the rookie color. I put my Wookiees. I put my rookies in white. And as part of my headcanon storyline, I call them their wet whites, meaning that they have to earn the right to get out of those whites. And they're called wet whites because they because they will generally wet their pants on their first mission or perspire a lot under the tension. So their armor generally comes back pretty wet. Wet whites. So that's what I put all my rookies in. And you have seen that if you have watched some of the Let's Plays I've done on XCOM on the Jessa Channel. Okay, so enough talking. Let's go out and do this. I'm going to just quickly go back and do squad set again because it's a habit by now for me. Save. Accept. Overwrite. Return to game. Bridge. Black site. Launch mission. You know, Jackson is mentioning that he would like to see some Star Wars mods for XCOM. There are. And in fact, I saw a live stream where the man had dressed up everybody like Star Wars characters, and most of the soldiers were stormtroopers. So yeah. Okay, I think we have everything we need. We are going out to do Operation Shuddering Knife. We're going to investigate the Advent Black Site. This is difficult, and we're getting 125 supplies if we survive. Go, Matilda!
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Everybody have a sip of tea while we get ready to kill things. Girl power. And we wait for Bradford. And wait. And wait. Hi, baby. How you doing, little muffin? You're so cute. By the way, mascots, girl power. That's awesome, sister.
Our contacts in the local resistance have shown us how to access the Advent Black Site. The aliens worked hard to keep this place under the radar, and we don't know what we're gonna find in there. Keep your heads up. Expect heavy opposition.
Okay, it looks like our screen is stuck. There we go. Come on. So sometimes this happens. Every once in a while it happens, and it just, you have to just press a button, any button. You can just see it under here. It says press. Anyway, it happens occasionally. That's actually not due to mods. That happens in the vanilla game. So, yep. By the way, little mascot time.
We've confirmed the Black Site is in your immediate vicinity. Infiltrate and investigate the area. Expect heavy resistance. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Ruh-roh. That's funny, Jackson. I like that. Okay. So.
Engaging stealth field.
So remember, our squad leader today is good old Nova, Miss Matilda. But we're going to have Renee do some stealthing for us. Luckily, we landed on a roof, which is a great place to land. I'm going to move Renee to here to get eyes just down here.
Je rejoins la position.
Remember, the motto of the commander is and what, or and then what, and then what. So you always want to think about, if I moved her and if there just happen to be some enemies like right here, and then what? And I immediately went, I've got 5 other soldiers to follow up with that if I need to. So We can see some soldiers over here. So let's move everyone in close together.
Time to motor.
Because we're concealed, I'm not going to worry about doing overwatches and stuff like that. It's going to zoom out a bit here.
Let's go.
Kind of lining everybody up here.
Interesting. More to this place than meets the eye.
Oh, I love you. Yep, right on, Jackson. I love your voice, Joe. Okay, so we have one patrol. And we can imagine that this is pretty similar to the type of facility that we had to break mocks out of, in which there are patrols around the edge. And if you remember, zooming out, I can zoom out pretty far using the free camera rotation mod. Zooming out will give us an idea of what direction we need to head, where we need to be going, and the size of the map and what kind of ground we have to cover. Over here, as I twirl around here, swirl, whatever, around, I can see that there's some tiles here which will cause us to be seen. So that means that there's probably something right down here. There can also be turrets as well. So we're not in a hurry. There's no timer on this mission. I'm thinking I want to get eyes up here, but I don't. This is kind of a bold move and very likely to either wake something up or put her in a position where we can't move her back. However, if we waste all kinds of time blue moving everywhere, we can't go through here. We'll get to, we'll definitely, it's telling us that it will, that, you know what this means? Target preview is showing me that there's a turret. So somewhere right here, probably right there, because I can't move there, there's a turret. And in fact, I know there is, because it's saying that I can take the turret down. So our first order of business will probably be to take that turret out. Let's see if we can just get some eyes on it by moving Renee forward.
Bien reçu, en route vers la cible.
No, no go. All right, so I'm going to have to move her up because I need to get eyes on the turret. I need to get line of sight. Target preview is telling me that that will happen. She's still concealed, so I don't have to worry about the turrets shooting at her right now. In order to take that turret out, we're probably going to need some backup. And once we come, if we hit the turret, we'll come out of concealment, and other pods will become aware, or we will no longer be able to be concealed, basically. Welcome, Paul. Paul, I hope my dulcet tones are what sent you to sleep. So I think that turret is a bit of a problem. But there's nothing for it. We're going to have to take it out. And we can't see it from this level. So let's bring up our squad leader. And we'll head here in hopes that we uncover something over here. I can see if there's an enemy over here. Gracefully, Matilda, gracefully. Graceful was not really ever Matilda's strong point. We're going to bring up the rest of the team here. Moving, Jackson. Yep. Jackson is our sniper. Move Jackson here.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worrying about cover for these people here because I feel relatively confident that we can take this turret out without having to worry about cover. We're just going to shoot it, basically. That's why I feel safe making this move with Joe. Although I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Joe down here because we have so many people. I'm not too worried. And I'm going to have her keep an eye on this area here. I won't need her grenades for this. Malchik is our specialist, and I'm going to keep her down here as well, too.
That's affirmative.
We're going to overwatch just a turn to see.
Right.
Oh,
Eyes on
come
the
on.
prize.
Let's just do this already.
I agree. Let's. I'm not anxious to lose my concealment, but there it is. This turret was unlucky, as they say. So, luckily, though, we'll be able to use it for full cover once we take it out. Our best way is to have our sniper take it out. She should be able to do it in one shot.
Stay dead. It's time.
And now we are revealed. However, our Renee is not revealed because she has Phantom. When the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed. So that's very helpful. We'll be able to have her head up here and get eyes over.
Hold on, are those?
Bodies. The containers, the trains, this entire facility. The aliens are still abducting people. From the looks of it, they may never have stopped after the invasion.
Those containers look like they have self-contained power cells. It could be some kind of stasis system. It's possible at least some of those people might still be alive.
I think that, Renee, in answer to your question as to whether she gracefully jetpacked up there, I think that Matilda has secret desires to be a ballerina, which is why she doesn't just climb the stairs and she uses that jetpack. It's like her way of twirling through the air. Okay, so let's bring up Matilda at this point.
On the move.
Just like that voice pack just makes it. And our sniper's gonna sit out here naked for one turn, so to speak. And I think we can bring up Joe. And Malchik.
What's over there?
Okay. Let's overwatch.
Good plan.
Got it covered.
We
There's
can now
no
see
reason
eyes,
to
so
hold
that
back.
means... Oh, perfect. That's just perfect. Well, you don't know. You didn't, because I have a mod in which stops the reveals. You couldn't see that, but we now have a chosen on the field. The assassin is here, and we're gonna have to deal with her, and that's annoying. Now, because she is all the way over here, we've got maybe 2 turns before she's up in our business. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, Jackson, I'm gonna double move you to. Oh, that doesn't count as full cover. Oh, I hate that. I'm gonna double move you to here. I'm gonna keep Jackson on the roof as long as we can because
Advent has expanded their rail network to touch every city center they've built. And this looks like the end of the line, at least for this area.
Renee's like, bring it. Come at me, bro. You're talking to Bane of the Chosen here. No, not chicken. Stop laughing. We've killed her before. We'll kill her again. So, how do we want to do this? We want to keep some high ground. We know there's a patrol over here. We need to head in this direction. So, I think we will just take our trusty Matilda and head in that direction.
Moving on target.
Matilda, you so sexy. Pollution. People manufactory. Okay, Renee, I think you should keep scouting ahead. I'm just blue moving like crazy, but I don't want to. With the assassin on the field, I do not want to be caught with, although, to be honest, it doesn't really matter because she does not trigger Overwatch fire, so it doesn't really matter. But we do know that there are, could be somebody over here, so I really don't want to rush this. XCOM is a very slow and thoughtful game. If you're looking for like super fast excitement, not your game. Not your game. Joe, I want to move. Be nice if I could get you like right. I'm going to move Joe down here. And I always get into a kind of meditation almost. Here we go. When I'm playing XCOM. Okay, and we're going to keep everybody else up top, or keep our sniper up top to give covering fire for us, and let's Overwatch.
I've got your back.
I have a feeling somebody's going to patrol into us. What'd I say? What did I say? I said it. Okay. Well, Joe, Joe just practically killed everything.
Watch out!
Whoa, whoa, stop screaming, stop screaming. You scared the heck out of me. Okay, that miss, not happy with that miss. And we have a Chosen on the field. But wow, dang, Joe. This should be easy to take care of. We might actually even be able to just use lightning hands, which is a free action. It does have a 4-turn cooldown though, and I really don't want to use things that have cooldowns right up front, because we're going to need everything we have for the Chosen. So, yeah, I really think she's the best option for this. We're going to go 76 on this one. Girl! Like, what was that? I don't even. Joe's like, move out of my way. Let me handle this. Okay, well, it looks like our little Sparky boy is my cat. Spark to here.
I will comply.
55% is not great, but it's enough.
Hostile threat. Destroy. Ammo nearing depletion.
All right. At this point, let's keep Renee next to our Spark here. The next turn after this one, the Chosen will probably show up on our doorstep. Let's go through, and at this point, when you have a little break, you might do a reload if you need one. No one really needs one. She has one, but I suppose I could, you know. What the heck? It's a move. And we're gonna overwatch everyone else.
Affirmative. Covering now.
She would smart Overwatch would have
Good plan.
done that
There's
anyway.
no reason to hold back.
Okay, we hear some activity. That was a door opening. That was the Chosen coming in our direction, pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, you... I'm a little worried about you not being able to get line of sight behind this turret, Jackson.
Good.
So I'm going to move you 1 turn. And at this point, our best option is that the Chosen always comes in with a sword strike first. I mean, pretty much always. We don't want to wake anything up by moving too far ahead and have to deal with her and another pod. So I'm thinking we should just move maybe just here. That's a little bit too close. Trust me, it only takes 1 tile. Okay, Matilda.
Advancing.
Graceful. Aw, flip! Only takes 1 tile, what'd I say?
A little more agile than the ones we fought in the past. It looks like they're still serving as the aliens' front line, though.
Well, Matilda, desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's see if we can get all these punks in. Oh, sweet. Yes! Good googly moogly. That's a beautiful sight. So the rocket dot launcher, 6 to 9 damage, getting everything in 1 shot. I say yes. I don't like using it so early. I hate using stuff like, you know, but you rarely are going to get the enemies so closely grouped. You're rarely going to get that chance. Ooh, and she did extra damage. So you saw that a green thing came up saying Rainmaker. That means that that is a passive ability which has fired. Rainmaker, which is one of these. I hate when they don't show me it when I scroll over it, hover over it. Come on. That always drives me crazy. Sometimes it just doesn't show up. But basically, Rainmaker, I think, is this one, and I think it gives you extra damage, basically. It's like there's a little tiny place where you can hover over this. I hope you don't have the same problem. It's very annoying. In any case, you can also, I think, press F1. There you go. And F1 will give you the same information and probably with less struggle. Equipped heavy weapons deal +2 damage and have an increased area of effect. So the reason we were able to hit all 3 of those people is because of Rainmaker. So yeah. So the problem though is that I've moved my sniper. It's just too bad because now she can't see anything. She could give a teamwork to someone. To Renee, but we might be able to do it without that. Because later on, the mission, you know, tends to get difficult, and we really don't want to... Ooh, Rupture. Okay. So, Renee has Rupture, a fantastic one. We'll take a look at this. A shot that deals critical damage and ensures that the target takes damage from all attacks in the future. However... because because of our Rainmaker opening, each of these have 3 damage, so it would be a waste of an ability when we can probably just kill them outright. I'm gonna move her here. The most important thing is probably they both have grenades, so they're pretty important for both of them to take out. Let's just go for the highest person here. That did it.
Ennemi détruit.
Yeah, whatever you said.
If the elders
Unfortunately,
had
she's
more,
revealed.
then I wouldn't be here.
But we do have some more follow-up here with Malchik.
If you say so.
Because we blew up this guy's cover, he's only behind half cover. We can do a combat protocol, but I'm going to save it because I think we can... Well, no, I lie. We could do a run and gun and get closer and do a flank. However, that means that Mala, who is our specialist and has our only healing item, would be out here by herself, and the Chosen would come up and slash her sure as biscuits. So I think we're going to need to do some guaranteed damage. And that brings up a point I wanted to tell you about guaranteed damage. There are certain items out there that basically have guaranteed damage. This one is Combat Protocol is one of them. It can't miss. And you can tell that it's doing guaranteed damage because there's no more information on the sides here showing your shot percentages. There's also no percentage number up here. It means that it's pretty much gonna hit, but it's only gonna do 2 damage. So let's see if we can find something else that might be able to finish this guy off. I feel okay bringing Joe up here because I still have follow-up. First of all, let's go up here and... Oh, she can't even see anything with a pistol. Never mind. So far, our sniper is not in a very useful position. She has only a 38% chance. So that means we've got a little bit of a problem. We could use a grenade, but I really don't want to use 2 of my explosions on one little enemy. So I think what we're going to do, because an enemy with 1 health is just as dangerous as an enemy with 2 health. Or, you know, I mean, so we really need to kill him. Our options are Combat Protocol, a frag grenade, which I really don't want to use if I can help it, Demolition, which could remove his cover, but I don't think that this is destructible. I don't think I can demolition a whole train. I think our best option is to run and gun to get another action.
I'm coming for ya.
And then move. She now has 2 actions available to her. And move a little closer, but not so far away that she's out of range of help when the Chosen inevitably shows up.
Okay, I'll go.
We just want to get her a better fighting chance. He's got a lot of defense, but... Woo! Malchik, you just saved the day. And you are now a sergeant. Excellent work. I know I just moved you and then I'm moving you again. But I just have a feeling the Chosen's going to come from this direction, so... Alright. At this point, we're going to Overwatch. Not that it really matters, but we're going to Overwatch here.
Don't worry. I got your back.
I'm just waiting for that pesky Chosen to show up. Come and get it, biscuit head! Huh. I think she's just come out of this door, so she's got to be right here. So, let's see if we can reveal her. So, it's very likely we could reveal something in here too, and then we'd be in a little bit of trouble. A smidge.
Movement engaged.
Let's see if we can reveal her butt. There she is. There she is.
This is how we meet. On the field of battle, your
ideologies, your resistance, mean little to me. The Elders offered this world in exchange for you, Commander. And I see no reason to delay the inevitable.
You've got the Chosen in range. Let's take it out.
All right, let's do this. So, I'm going to go for overdrive here to give him another shot opportunity. Now, Joe asked a question. She said, are we okay grouped together at the end of that last move? The reason why I said yes was because there were no aliens on the board. The Chosen was there. And I just happen to know that the Chosen will generally come out and sword strike somebody in order to make them unconscious. Her goal is to gain knowledge so she can figure out where the Avenger is and attack us. She does that by making a soldier unconscious and then in the next turn extracting knowledge. So I felt that's probably what she was going to do if she could reach us in time. If there had been an enemy on the board that we could not kill, I would have felt less likely, less hopeful, or less confident about grouping us together. Hopefully that makes sense. Peekaboo, we see you. Why, hello there, sweetie pie. How about you take a something in the something? Okay, so we have strike here. And we can 100% strike her. Absolutely. But if I do this, I will be accidentally giving her cover. And I don't want to do that. So I think I'm just going to point blank shoot her. We have a 100% chance. He can do 9 to 12. He has a 40% chance of critting. If he crits, and he can shoot twice, so he's going to kill her. Not probably, he's going to kill her. The reason why he can do so much damage is he's getting +3 from brittle. She is susceptible to or weak to close range attacks. So we're getting up and close.
Target eliminated. I require additional ammo.
Girlfriend, you're not even giving me anything to work with. You show up, we shoot you. Thank you, sister. We show you, that's it. You show up, we shoot your butt. It's just, and you die. It's so beautiful.
Now reloading.
Yeah, Matilda would not like that. And I'm very sorry, Matilda, and I will continue to work on that. So Jackson's like, this is really boring. I've got nothing to do. It's really because she has nothing to do. All right, so at this point we're gonna need to head in this door since it's been so nicely opened up for us, and I'm going to bring up my sharpshooter.
I'm on my way.
Once again, I feel comfortable grouping up around Matilda because
Bien reçu.
there are no enemies currently revealed, and if they are revealed, we'd get Overwatch shots on them. Don't want to move any like this is a dangerous move because it's closer on the axis than what we've moved, closer towards the enemy. So I'm gonna move Malchik right here so we can get eyes
that'll be okay.
in there on the next turn. And at this point we're gonna Overwatch.
Viens par
Don't
là,
worry,
scanning.
I got your back.
Targeting. Movement in range.
Right on, Matilda. Okay. We are moving through with this. So far, we have had no injuries. It'd be amazing if we could flawless this, but I doubt it. But we can try. Okay, so let's move Matilda in.
Moving.
Graceful Matilda. So far, we can't see anything, so let's move everybody else up. We will move Malchik to here.
If you say so.
Let's see. We'll move Renee right up here.
Reçu, je bouge.
Joe right next to them. And I need to get her, my sniper, into a good position to move, to be able to shoot right through there. So I'm going to actually double move her here. And also, let's make sure and just get somebody I saw. No, I guess not.
Set
En vigilance,
all
on
priority.
There's no reason to hold back.
Activity detected.
The tension when you're waiting for the aliens to take their turns and you can't see them yet. All right, so I feel like we should just walk on in here and just be like, yo, what's up? What's she doing? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? You doing good? You doing good? Because we have to make our way, we'll be able to make our way back here. So I feel like Matilda should just take it. Head on in. Let's go here.
Servos
We are
engaged.
absolutely going to wake something up at this point.
So many victims. Processed with such brutal efficiency. Test subjects for some sort of weapon, perhaps.
Looks more like a refinery to me, Doctor.
Once we get our hands on that sample, we'll know for sure.
Why, hello. How y'all doing? Okay. As usual, I enjoy some good old-fashioned mech-on-mech action. I'll tell you. They're a little bit far out of range for us, but that's all right because we'll get it done. I think this is a job for Joe. Joe, if you could. The reason why is because they're grouped together. We should be able to get 2 of them in there and do some significant damage. Removing their cover. Remember how important that is. And also shredding armor. Remember that as well. We're going to launch that frag grenade right in there.
This is gonna hurt.
Wow, that was cool how she was standing behind the... That was awesome. And Malchik. So this is important, actually. I think I'm going to take Malchik around this side because if I group them together, sure enough, that mech is going to go for us.
Okay, I'll go.
We're going to open the door. Here we go. I was like, open the door, dang it. Open the door. And let's see. We cannot see anything from here. That is a real pity. I thought for sure we'd be able to see that mech. I mean, the mech is right there, for goodness sakes. So we might have a little bit of trouble. Renee could run in here and possibly do something with her sword. However, I really don't like them being grouped up together, but that's the only spot I have. So we might have to do something else here. I'm going to move Renee in just because I don't have any... We're going to have to use a teamwork here. Absolutely. We could rupture here on the mech. It's only a 68% chance. It would make him... And it would actually do all the damage we need. So I don't want to waste that again. What else have you got? You've got to... Yeah, see the same thing here. 68% chance. So I'm going to take that.
Son armure tient le coup.
Yeah, I think that's French for he's still standing. So we're going to need to do some teamwork here in order to assure that these people are good and dead. And also back here, our wonder. Oh, hey Jackson, you wanted to know what you were missing? 93% chance. From downtown, baby.
What could be in here?
Good night.
That was barely worth it.
What do you mean, girl? That was beautiful. I love you, baby. Don't be like that. Okay, so at this point, we just have options for overwatching, or we could take a low percentage chance at this trooper. But I think it might be smarter to overwatch because he's going to have to move. Troopers, if you want to remember what somebody can do, hit that F1. All he can do is really shoot at us. He's very low level enemy. So I think it would be better to overwatch him and force him, smoke him out.
Scanning for targets.
Overwatch.
He's probably going to run for it. Yep,
retreat.
that's what I thought. And he's dead.
Enemy unit destroyed.
All right, that is that. We're going to move up Jackson, and I will have her reload in the next turn. That was a beautiful shot, 93%. I love those snipers. They're fantastic. So, at this point, I think we should just hold off. Well, actually, let's send Renee up here. Is there anyone else who can get up here in one turn? Blue move up here? I don't think so. I don't feel so good about... We have one more, so I don't feel like rushing this. Because sure enough, there's another enemy back here. So let's...
Movement request confirmed.
You heard the doctor. Secure that canister.
I'll be so happy if we can flawless this. Oh, that would make me really happy. So, we're going to take... Where is Renee? I need to keep Renee up front because she is one of our lead people.
Ordre bien reçu. J'y vais.
Joe to here. Malchik to here.
What's over there?
And a reload on our beautiful... Oh, wait, I already double moved her. Let's overwatch.
Overwatch protocol
Come on.
engaged.
Let's just do this already.
Let's reload on you.
Done.
She's got one more move.
Yes, indeed.
I want to keep her... I like... See, now you're all polite. And we will have Renee do the honors here.
Je rejoins la position.
Nice. An Advent data pad will give you intel.
J'ai matos.
When you're running low on intel, you can research them and get some extra intel. Okay, so I'm gonna give Renee some cover.
Affirmative.
So at this point, we're kind of creeping and crawling, waiting for enemies to run into us. There is another pod at least out there, at least. Move here.
That'll be okay.
Move Joe to... I'll just tuck you in here next to our Spark. And Overwatch again.
Overwatch
Look,
mode
I'm
active.
on it.
I like this arrangement.
We got something over here.
Joe is asking if it's acid. No, I think it's like processing fluid from processing humans. So they're telling us, the game is saying that there is some noise. I want to keep you here. I don't want to move the... little trick on the sniper, little thing to know. The sniper takes 2 actions to shoot her sniper rifle. So if you move her, she can no longer shoot her rifle, and she can only use her pistol. Sometimes that's fine, but in a case like this, particularly when the game is telling us that there's somebody right back here, we don't want to move her. She can shoot an enemy from all the way across there. So I want to keep her back here, and I'll move her in the next turn to here, and then you just kind of want to keep that in mind when moving. Okay, so let's get Matilda up front here.
Scanning approach vector.
Renee. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, Joe. I think you're up. Joe, where are you? Here you are. So the trick is I need to do this in a way that I can actually get the bomb through that. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll do this and kind of measure how far I can throw it. And oh, it looks like I can almost throw it. So that tells me that if I move to here is full cover, I'm pretty certain to be able to get at least 2 of those in there. Shoot, this is beautiful. I'd love to be able to get all 3 of those guys, particularly if the purifier blows up and does half our work for us. Heck yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is actually move Joe to half cover. It's a little risky, but I want to be certain I can get that grenade in there. Whoa! She just climbed into the... She just climbed into the... I told her to go. Oh. As long as she can still throw her grenades. That's all I care about. Oh, if this is blocked, I'm going to be so pissed I'm going to restart this turn. That will actually make me mad. Oh, she can't get it through there. Oh, no. I moved her too far ahead. So Lord. Okay, that turn I'm going to redo because no way am I accepting that. Load game. So it'll take you back. It makes an autosave at the beginning of every turn. Yeah, I don't know. She should not have been in that counter. I think that's a fair thing to reload on. Fair. I think that's pretty fair. I don't know. I think Joe may be, you know, on the side. You know what I mean? Okay. And we have a gigantic reload screen. There we go. I knew you could do it. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to make the exact same move that the Spark made. Matilda made.
Moving.
And that will reveal them, but unfortunately they might not move to the same places they did before. Oh no, they did, thank goodness. Yeah. So let's try that again. Joe, I'm just gonna move you to not there again, to here.
Yep, I've got it.
Woo! Keep hydrated. And this had better reach them or I'll be ticked. Okay, there we go. So I advise, as usual, to turn your camera around to make sure that you're getting as much of them as you can. Come on, right through there. Right through. Okay, it looks like that's the best I'm going to be able to get. I won't be able to get all 3 of them, but I can get the purifier who will maybe blow up. Okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like I killed anything, but I have definitely removed their cover. Okay, let's twirl around here. Stop that. I hate when the camera does that. Wrong way. This way. Okay. So that means now I'm wondering if this would open up a shop for you. Wow, check that out. This right there is why I love snipers so much. They can do ridiculous damage from so far away. If she can hit this. It's all yours, Jackson. Oh! But when they miss, it's like seriously painful. So let's see. He's got 2 shots here. I think it's time for an overdrive again. So that we can I love that animation. I love that animation. I'm going to move him to here so he can get a little bit closer, and also he can be the one that picks up the... She can be the one that picks up... Okay, Matilda, that's good. Okay, we didn't need that. That's fine. Okay, thanks, Matilda. So we can do a sectoid right here in the nugget.
Hostile threat. Destroy. Limited ammo remaining.
Now, I thought you had one more turn. No, I guess you don't. Joe's out of actions. That leaves Renee, who's seriously disgusted about being in this pond scum. We have here...
Affirmatif, j'y vais.
I don't like this half cover at all, but I want to get this this purifier if I can. Woo!
Menace éliminée. Je vais bientôt être à sec.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
I swear. And the thing is, I love XCOM because when they do it, you know, it's like such a surprise. You're just like... So that's how it's going down. All right. Okay. So this is... when you hover over it, it shows you that it's out here. And it means basically it will blow up if you shoot it. We don't need that right now, so we'll save it in case we can maybe group some aliens up around there and shoot them. But it's just something to be aware of. At this point, we're going to do a couple of overwatches to
come get some.
See if anyone else wanders into us before we grab this. We're going to move Jackson a lot closer, actually, because I'm going to need her to be
Coming.
a little bit closer to the action. And we're going to overwatch again. People will automatically reload.
En vigilance,
Good
I'm ready.
plan. There's no reason to hold back.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay. At this point, we're going to need to make our way out. So, I'm going to tell you a little trick for doing this. What we need to do is go through all of our soldiers and see who has the most movement points. Pretty sure Malchit can move very quickly. So it looks like it's going to be Malchit that's going to do the honors. Because I've discovered that the best way to do this is to have one person who has the strongest movement points move and grab the item, while everyone else moves outside the location.
Affirmative.
While everyone else moves outside the location and covers for them. The fact that the wall has been blown out here is a very happy circumstance. Oh, I smell... I don't want to get excited. I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah. I'm really very much hoping we get a flawless mission. I don't think I've ever had a flawless black site mission. Killing that Chosen in one turn, getting that crit that he got, or she got, amazing. So I'm gonna blue move to not to make any jinx anything here. Start getting excited and yellow moving.
Bien compris, j'y vais.
Because the minute we take this, Advent's going to be aware, and they're probably going to drop reinforcements. And by probably, they're definitely going to drop reinforcements. Heck yeah. Absolutely. Totally. Totally, absolutely, heck yeah. I'm going to sit Joe here without any cover because it's safe, relatively. And if anything drops in on us, we'll be able to overwatch, and she can move to cover. So that's everyone.
Optical
I'll be
sensors
ready.
on
Don't worry.
overwatch.
I've got your back.
Okay, at this point, we're going to move to the extraction zone, which is right there. Providing, and then Renee is going to run out this way and hit it from that direction. So we're just going to start blue moving, everyone.
Approach.
Uh-oh. Problem.
Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
We might be able to get someone else who can deal with this maybe better. Let's see. That's Malchik. Joe. Now the turret has some armor. This is who I'm looking for. Renee is good with this job. The shotguns are very good with close range damage. If we can get Renee up here, which we can, she should be able to point blank hit the turret. The problem is that if I move her up here and there's enemies up here, then we have got some follow-up to take care of it.
Affirmatif.
Yeah, we may be out of grenades. 100% point blank chance.
Ennemi neutralisé.
Enemy taken care of. All right, we'll keep moving. That's Malchik. We need to keep her where she is. And then we'll move Jackson in here. All right, more overwatching. I feel like there's another pod around. I think we ran into 3. I'd be so surprised. Bye, silly girl. Or no, I don't think silly girl's leaving. I think she's just saying bye-bye to the turret. Turret, I mean. Turret, that's like a ferret. A ferret that'll shoot you in your butt. And just to make this a little easier, I'm going to move Malchik around this side.
I guess that'll be okay.
Because we're almost done with this, and then I think we're going to be done with our live stream for this one. We're going to move, once again, just slowly blue moving people. We'll move up here.
Engaged.
We'll just move you here.
Okay.
Don't really need the cover. I really don't want to take a chance.
Okay,
the minute that you think, I'm pretty sure there's no one else on the map, because if there were, the game would warn us by doing that. Shh, did you hear anything? With the yellow lines that float through. So I'm pretty sure there isn't, but I just want to make sure. That's why we're kind of taking a while here.
Overwatch mode.
I'm ready.
Tout de suite.
You point, I shoot.
Affirmative.
I like
Covering
this
now.
arrangement.
Yep, I'm gonna go to bed too, actually, Renee. So I'm gonna put, we want to move so that whatever drops on us, we can get a good hit on it and then still get out in the same turn. So I'm gonna move our spark just right here.
Proceeding to target.
There's Matilda. She's so cute. She's so cute. She floats like a gazelle, stings like a bee, on steroids. Jackson,
Agreed.
you're going to go up here. And finally, I'm going to move Renee just right next to you.
Ordre bien reçu.
Doesn't matter if you're out of cover for a turn. At this point, we're going to overwatch again one more time.
Scanning for
Right, le
targets.
reste en
Don't
observation.
worry. I got your
Got it
back.
covered.
All right, so we are clear. There's no one else here. At this point, it's time for Malkin to do what Malkin came here to do. Let's take this file. And by Malkin, I mean Malchick. Let's take the black site vial, and there'll be a cutscene.
I've got it.
And here comes the cavalry.
Enemy
Guessing
reinforcements
that's
closing.
not water in there.
Look how pretty you is.
Really?
Oh, she's
No
so
signs of
pretty.
radioactivity, no significant energy signatures of any kind. Whatever it is, it's safe to handle.
We've confirmed acquisition of the sample. Move to rendezvous at the extraction point.
Malchick, so we're gonna run and gun now, so we can get 3 movements.
Moving to fire position.
So you can see the plus sign there. That's gonna allow us to double move to here.
Move, move, move.
And we'll still be able to take an overwatch shot on everything. We might be able to kill all of the reinforcements that drop in, but even if we don't, we're still going to get out in the next turn. They won't have a chance to shoot at us, and we're looking at a flawless mission.
Setting
Je
overwatch.
suis de retour. Vigilance. Scanning.
Let's see what they drop in on us. Whatever it is gonna die. I wouldn't come in here if I were you. They're like, oh crap. I love it when the purifier blows up.
Oh, that must have hurt.
And the mech is like, crap. Ooh, she missed.
Come on.
Don't you go pointing at me. Go pointing at me. I'll point at you. Point at me. Oh, goodness gracious, Jessa. Okay, so we can attempt to take this mech out, but I don't want to risk it. So we're not going to risk it for a biscuit. So I'm going to just move everybody to the drop zone. And that is the black site mission. That is how you complete it.
Go.
C'est parti.
Making sure that no soldier is left behind.
If you say so.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is everybody in here? Just like to make sure. You're in here. You're in here. Okay. And let's evac all. Girl power.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
I love how she sounds all breathless, but I'd be breathless too. And I also love how the gremlins hang out and then they go up.
Where it hurts. This was a place no living human being was ever intended to see. Happy as I am to see it gone. Something tells me the aliens won't take this lying down.
No, they won't. They'll take it standing up like the men they are. Woo! We have 3 bonus points. And flawless. Take a mission photo. Yay. There's everybody all lined up looking awesome. Send the Xenos back to space. What's a Xenos? Is that just an alien race or something? Like another name for an alien race?
Even now, our enemy lurks
Yay!
in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world. Only together can we oppose them. United in the Elders' love for us, we shall prevail.
Oh, shut up!
No matter the cost.
XCOM brings out the smack talk in me. I'm not gonna lie. And look at that. Look at Joe looking so proud. Dealt the most damage, Matilda, as per usual. Bane of the Chosen. She probably moved the furthest. Is that what she did? Made the most attacks. Moved the furthest, Malchik. Wonderful.
The Elders Chosen are incredibly resilient. Despite our victory over them today, we still have much to learn if we wish to destroy them permanently.
Awesome. So, we have a couple of promotions here. I'm gonna definitely give you Run and Gun, a very handy skill. And Malchik did so well. We'll give you Haywire and Revival.
Now that we've recovered the apparent product of the Black Site facility, I imagine it will take considerable time and resources to uncover the true purpose of this substance. I will begin preparations for a complete analysis immediately, Commander.
Yay! This is what I was talking about. We picked up a data pad, so we'll have intel to give us intel if we research it. And alien encryption is unlocked. That comes after the Black Site. That's a story mission.
Having now
story
seen
research.
the inner workings of the Black Site facility, the outcome is perhaps even more troubling than I had expected. It is clear the aliens have undertaken a gruesome task. I will leave this matter for you to investigate, Commander.
Gruesome task.
New objective added.
Research alien encryption. That is a story objective. Moves the main quest
The bond
along.
between these soldiers continues to grow.
Woo! Bond level
They can
2.
gain additional
That's
tactical
fast.
strengths if they continue their training together.
The aliens are relaying a form of encryption beyond anything we've ever encountered, much less theorized. We'll have to find a means of breaking the code, but I expect it will take some time.
I have faith in you, Tygan. So, Brianna and Renee have, and you can see them here, and so you can improve that bond in the training center. I'm going to do that. Improve soldier bond. We'll take them to level 2. It gives them more, just gives them more benefits as bondmates. Okay, so let's recap as we bring this live stream and this particular series to a close. In the Avenger and XCOM 2, the basic things to remember are each soldier gets 2 moves, a blue move and a yellow move. That's the #1 thing. That's really all you need to know to start playing and getting a feel for it. A blue move, it's called a regular move. A yellow move is called a dash. So, when you're moving your soldiers, it is important to always ask yourself, and then what? And then what? Yeah? Because it helps you to think of your squad as a team. Over here in the armory, bonds, to recap, give your soldiers extra actions that they can share between each other. We didn't even need to use that teamwork skill in the last Black Site mission. We went through it very easily. But a lot of times it'll save your bacon. There are PC sims and gun mods that you can use to individually upgrade soldiers. Ability points allow you to give soldiers more abilities. Every time you take down a chosen, you get 5 ability points. You also get ability points for other things in the field, such as height advantage shots, or shots from stealth. So yeah. XCOM is a very roleplay rich game. I invite you to do things with roleplay. For example, Kalkin here, Renee, Bane of the Chosen, earned her nickname because she was the first person to kill the Chosen. The biography of a soldier is not static. You can upgrade that biography over time. You can type a good amount of characters in there, and there may be mods that increase the number of characters for a biography, but you can go in here and keep a running journal on what's happened with your soldiers. Remember that bond mates can be family members, a mother, daughter, brother, sister, husband, wife. Bond mates can be masters and apprentices. Bond mates can be, oh, I don't know, whatever you can think of, any two things that you can think of. They can be people who don't know each other but grow close over the course of the campaign. I've pretty much, I think, shown you all that you would need to be able to play this game. So much more information than I had at the beginning. And I also want to remind you again to take a look at the mod list in the description box. There are a lot of mods in there that will make life a lot easier for you when you're learning. And if you find the game becomes too easy, put it up a notch or take some of the mods out. But I've encouraged you to start out on the lowest setting and then move slowly up to the highest or the higher setting. At this point, I think I'd like to ask you if you have any further questions, comments, or anything of that nature before we end the live stream and before we end this XCOM for Total Noobs. Do you feel like less of a noob now? While I'm waiting for answers for that, I'll remind you again that a workshop is a facility that you can build.
Maximum power consumption reached.
If you had the supplies and the power for it, which we're building one of those. And the workshop means that you get, remember to read what each thing does here. The workshop gives you extra engineers in the form of gremlins, which means that they can staff adjacent facilities next to them. Thank you. They're telling me I did a good job. I think I've covered everything else you'll find out about. One thing to note with the psionics
I am
here,
still hard at work on the current research priority, Commander.
Psionics will allow you to get a special soldier, a psionic soldier. They normally come later on in the playthrough because it takes a while. You can rush it. You can rush different research that you want, but you need to build a psionic chamber for them first, a facility, and then you need to train them. But psionics can be incredibly powerful by the end of the game. They're a lot of fun. I encourage you to try them as well too. They are available in the base game. You don't need War of the Chosen. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rena. I'm always surprised when somebody's been quiet for a little while and then they come in and say something towards the end. So at this point, we are going to save it. Just because, I don't know, why not? And I'm going to thank you to those of you watching on YouTube. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here for whatever we do. Oh, I'll see you back here on Friday if you want to join us for, today is Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. Tuesday? I don't know. Anyway, on Friday, January 5th, I think, for a new game that we're starting called 7 the Days Long Gone. For those of you in chat, hang around and I will say goodbye to you. But for those of you on YouTube, thank you, as always, for watching.